Look, a CIA agent has an obligation to uphold the law. And clearly, leaking is against the law. And nobody should leak. I abhor leaking. I don't like it. But if you're leaking to tell the truth, Americans are going to look at that and at least mitigate or think about what are the consequences that you put on that person. Obviously, they're not going to keep their job, but there are other larger issues here. Classification in Washington is a tool that is used to hide the truth from the American people. Daniel Patrick Moynihan was eloquent and forceful and always talking about how we needed to, end this endless declassification that takes place in this city. And it has become a tool to hide the truth from Americans. So I'm glad she told the truth, but she's going to obviously have to, if she did it, suffer the consequences of breaking the law.
I think government employees, particularly those with a security clearance, do make a commitment that they're not going to release that information. And if they choose to release it because they think that releasing it serves a more important end than keeping that commitment, that's a decision they are free to make if they're willing to accept the consequences. And we'll see, as this case goes forward, whether Mary McCarthy thought, she would get caught, whether this factored in, whether she thought, I don't care whether I get caught. If I do, I think releasing this information, if she in fact did it, is more important than keeping my commitment.
So you come to the whole idea that she was trying to defeat this administration because she felt what their activities were doing was hurting America both at home and abroad in terms of our ideals. Porter Guy says it hurt us. Our relationships.
And she was elected by whom?
She wasn't elected by anybody, but she's an American citizen. She has a right to speak out. We have a
no, she doesn't have a right. She does not have a right to speak out.
Oh, she's not a citizen.
Well, she's not a citizen. She does not have a right to speak out. Maybe you're not aware.
Let me quickly respond. Britt, she took a risk. She was very aware of what she had signed. She is now bearing the cost of having broken that pledge.
This is an act of conscience.
And so in that sense, it is. I do believe it's
an act of
conscience.
And why did she do it surreptitiously?
What?
Why did she do it surreptitiously?
Well, she did it because she wanted to get the word out.
On the street corner and pass it out.
She could have, but she had a reporter. She had a relationship.
Why she didn't? She didn't because that way she would have become known. She wanted to do it and not get caught. That's why.
You don't really believe that there's any justification for what she did. You don't really.
Yes, I do. What are you talking about? You mean the United States should not be engaged? I mean, you can have the argument about what we need to do to combat terrorism, but the establishment of secret prisons, and if she felt that this was a violation of our principles as a country and was untenable in terms of her conscience working for the U.S. government, why shouldn't she act?
Then she should quit then.
Well, I don't know what she did, what her decision was.
She didn't quit. She just got canned.
It doesn't have to be that she could quit. She might say, you know what, I just want to get this information out any way I can, and she did. Now she's in trouble for it. She's bearing the cost. There's no question.